Okay, so today's homework dealt with area of a trapezoid. Just as a quick reminder, the formula for that is coming out of really just adding together two triangles. So if I draw a quick trapezoid here, and I'm going to make sure that it's not isosceles, so we don't assume any standard characteristics that maybe it doesn't have. Any trapezoid I can cut in half, going to opposite vertices into two triangles. Now, with these triangles, I have a base 1 and a base 2. Alright, so I'm going to consider this top triangle that I'm shading in red first. And I'm going to consider our base 2. And then I'm going to drop a height down. Alright, so that height over here is really the height of the trapezoid. Alright, so for the area of that triangle, I have 1/2 height times base 2. Alright, now for this bottom triangle that I'm shading in blue right now, alright, that one would have a base of base 1, so 1/2 something times base 1. And then we need the height here, and if I put the height in, the height is actually interior on this triangle rather than exterior, but we do know that it's the same length as the height for the other triangle. Alright, so I'm going to leave the same variable, which is h for both of those. Now in this expression, I can factor out the 1/2 and the h, so I have 1/2 h, and I'm left with base 2 plus base 1. Now I have commutative property, so I can go ahead and switch up the inside and write that as base 1 plus base 2. Alright, now there's lots of ways I've seen this one written. This is the most common, and this is how I tend to look at it. But occasionally some books will take that 2 that's in the 1/2 and they'll just throw that in the bottom. So it'll be h times base 1 plus base 2 all over 2. Both of those are totally fine ways to approach it. I do tend towards the first one. Now, if we apply it to this problem, I've got area of a trapezoid, so I'm going to get my template set up. Alright, I have a small parentheses for the height, and then a bigger parenthesis for the sum of the bases. When I look at this picture, the picture gives us the height, alright, which is 3. It also gives us the two bases. So I have the base 1 is 6, and at the top here, base 2 is 2. So I have 6 plus 2. Now if I push that together a little bit, I get 1/2 times 3 times 8, right, which is 3 times 4, or 12. So the area for this trapezoid equals 12, and it would be units squared. Right, and that would be our final answer for this one. Alright, now if I move on to the second most missed question, we've got another area of a trapezoid. Trapezoid we know we have because we have parallel sides here, and it's marked for us. Alright, so if I'm keeping track, I've got a base 1 of 6, a base 2 of 4, and then they give me this right angle down here, which indicates that this is going to be our height. Right, it goes the vertical distance between the two bases, so our height here is given as 6. So area equals 1/2, small quantity times the sum. The height is going to be 6, and the two bases are 6 and 4, which gives us 10. That's going to be 3 times 10, which is 30. So our answer for this one would be 30. They did give me units here, so we're going to do centimeters squared or square centimeters. Alright, so those are the two most missed problems. Overall, again, you guys did a fantastic job on this one. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any other questions. Thanks.